Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're making a Korean barbecue meal prep for $20. So if you guys like this video idea, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for more videos just like this. Now we're gonna go in there, we're gonna grab our groceries and then head back to the house, and I'm gonna show you how to make a meal prep for under $20. So come on, let's go. All right guys, so for the Korean barbecue, we are gonna use ground beef because that is the most cost efficient beef that there is, but you can literally use any beef of choice. Sometimes you'll get lucky and find some that are on sale, right? But just to be fair, because you guys might not find the one that's on sale, we're gonna go with the regular, and I like to use the 85/15 just because I feel like it's more juicy. So I'm doing a meal prep for about 3 days because that's pretty much like, I like my food to still be nice and fresh. So we're doing the 3 days, but if you're meal prepping for the entire week, then you would for sure do like at least 2 packages. Okay, and now a Korean barbecue goes really, really well with like a steamed rice. Now to keep it low carb, I'm gonna go with a cauli rice, but if you decided to go with regular white rice, then it would make it even that much more budget friendly. But this little bag here is $3.49. Now for a Korean barbecue, I like to add veggies. It's fiber, it adds bulk to your dish. This one here is organic, but usually they do have a broccoli that's non-organic. That would be about half the price, okay? But this one here is $4.49, and this is gonna go so perfect with our Korean barbecue. All right guys, and to bring this dish all together, we have our green onion. I absolutely love green onion. I feel like it just really takes the dish over the top. So this is all we need to make our Korean barbecue meal prep. Now for the sauces and the seasonings, I'm gonna show you the basic stuff that we're using. I have everything at home, and you should have it at home as well. So let's go, let's get cooking, and I cannot wait to show you how easy it is to throw this together. All right guys, it is so hot outside. I'm so glad. I always carry my tumbler with me. I have my chili mango refresher. This is the one from Element. I made it right before I went in. This is a little packet. It has all my electrolytes and minerals that I need for the day, because if not, I won't drink my water. But guys, the chili mango is so delicious. Right now, Element will send you a sampler pack with like any purchase, so that you can try like all their flavors, and then you can obviously decide which one you want. I'll leave it linked in the description below. But this is super clean, no carbs. The salt that they use in this is like super high quality. It's not like that salt that's gonna get you all bloated. And then it's vegan, super, super clean. So overall, it just makes me feel really good about what I'm putting into my body, and it keeps me hydrated. So yeah, if you guys have a hard time hydrating, this here tastes absolutely delicious, and yeah, you guys are gonna love it. But anyway, let's get back to the house. We're gonna get to cooking, and I'm gonna show you how easy it is to put this meal prep together. Cheers. All right guys, so we are back from Ralph's. We have green onions, our broccoli, our rice. Now I'm using the cauli rice, but you can use regular rice, which is also less expensive. And if you're not living like a low carb lifestyle or keto lifestyle, then you can always replace that with rice. Another thing, when you're thinking of like budget, budgeting, ground beef is always less expensive, but they also have like some shaved beef that could be good, flank. The only thing about the ground beef is I feel like it also, just the texture of it is juicy. So for something like this, I think that it's just gonna work so much better. Not only flavor, but textures. So I was thinking of both. Okay, so we have broccoli, which I'm just gonna toss it right into the beef and everything and cook it up. Now you guys know that we're trying to do this on $20. This right here was a lot less than $20. Just because I'm doing other meal preps. But if you wanted to do it like for the whole week, you could definitely double this. So this ground beef is roughly about $6. So you figure you could have done double the ground beef, then the broccoli. I feel like this is fine. You could have definitely doubled the size of this with the $20, okay? Now, of course, like your oil, your salt and pepper, a little onion, garlic powder, all of that, we pretty much all have at home, so I'm not counting that. It's $20 for the main staple ingredients, which is, pretty much what we have here. Let me grab my pan and let's move over to the stove. And I'm gonna show you how to throw this together. It's super, super delicious, guys. I'm telling you, like, you literally do not get tired of eating this all week. But I'll show you kind of like things that I do to kind of mix it up, okay? All right, guys, so before we move over to the stove, I'm gonna microwave my cauli rice. So I do about 4 minutes. And this is actually really important because because we need to drain the rice. So cauli rice usually has a lot of liquid. If you cook it with all that water in it, you're gonna get like mushy rice. We don't want that. So I'm gonna show you what I do with that to get a nice, really fluffy little rice, okay? So we have our ground beef, we have our broccoli. Move over to the stove. Now, I'm gonna use a little bit of avocado oil. We do need a little avocado oil or olive oil. Those are usually the two that I go with just because they're obviously healthy oils, they're non-inflammatory. I'm gonna get my seasonings. I'll show you what I'm using. Now, I'm gonna use my sugar-free honey. If you don't have honey or sugar-free honey, you can use sugar, well, you can use your sweetener of choice. So with Korean barbecue, it tends to have like that sweetness to it. So we're gonna do that. Let me go grab them. Meanwhile, this is heating up. So we are doing some tamari to keep it gluten-free, our sugar-free honey. And if you have sesame oil, then you can use it. This is optional, but it really does add to the flavor. I think what you really need for sure is the either soy sauce or tamari. Soy sauce does contain wheat, so that's why this is just like a soy sauce without the wheat. And then for the sweetener, I'm doing the sugar-free honey, but you can also do like sugar. I wouldn't do sugar though, but your sweetener of choice. All right, so let's start cooking up our meat. Cook up our meat. I like to season it now, so I'm gonna do a little salt. And you don't want to do too much salt because the soy sauce is pretty salty already. Sometimes I don't even do any salt like at all. But we do want pepper. Let's see. We can also do a little garlic powder. These are all things that we pretty much already have at home. So we'll do a little garlic powder. This is just for seasoning, for extra flavor. Garlic and onion powder. Then we're gonna do our tamari. So this is our soy sauce. Just a little sesame. And the sweetener. So this is just a little sugar-free honey. And that just kind of brings it all, it kind of just balances everything out in my opinion. But this here, guys, I'm telling you, all the flavor. But on top of this being super delicious, it's also super quick to make. So like our meat is about halfway cooked through, our rice is done. We have our broccoli. Now the broccoli, you can do one of two things. You can throw it in here because as you can see, there is liquid. So it's gonna make it cook fast. So you can toss your broccoli in here, or you can steam your broccoli on the side, have your rice on the side, and then your meat. It really just depends. It really is all personal preference. At the end of the day, it's the same food. It just depends on how you want to eat it. It smells so good, guys. I'm telling you, like the smell, it's making me hungry. I wasn't even hungry, and now I'm like, okay, my stomach's starting to grow a little. I don't know if that happens to you guys, but sometimes when I'm cooking, like I won't even be hungry, and then I'll start cooking, and I'm like, oh gosh, all right, I'm gonna eat. It's gonna happen. Okay, we're gonna lower this because this is pretty much done. We're just gonna let it finish cooking. Okay. Ready? Let's just do a little taste test. Oh my gosh. Okay, that sauce is so fire. And now we're gonna go ahead and do our rice. So, everybody's done. And you can do a few bags. This one bag is probably enough for two of the meal preps. But what we will need is a little towel. Because this is the trick here. So make just a little hole, corner. Trust me, cauli rice has so much water in it, and cover it, because remember, it just came out of the microwave, it is hot. Let's go to the sink, and you're gonna do this. See how much liquid's coming out? So much water. And that would just take so long to cook out, because you could actually cook it out, but it would just take like over 30 minutes. Whereas if you drain it like this, it'll take you like 2 minutes to cook your rice. So it's definitely worth not skipping this step. And this is only if you're using cauli rice. If you're using regular rice, then you just cook it, you know, just cook your rice to your liking. Okay, so now it is pretty much, yeah, it's pretty much all dry. Okay, I was looking for a really small pan because it is just a small amount of cauli rice. So we'll do it on here. Same scenario, a little avocado oil. Now for the ground beef, I didn't think of it. Guys, ground beef already has a good amount of fat, so you actually don't have to add any fat to it, okay? I added a tiny bit of avocado oil. No big deal. It is a healthy fat, but you don't have to. For the rice, you do need a little oil. So, all right, this is gonna be hot. We're letting it heat up. So let's toss this in. That's the only thing about cauli rice is that not a lot comes in there, but if you're having it with veggies and your meat, this could be good for 2. Unless you're doing more of like a bowl, kind of like a teriyaki bowl or something, then you would just eat the whole thing in one. And if you're really trying to be budget friendly, then you can actually buy the whole head of cauliflower and then rice it. Throw it through a food processor, and then that's also will save you a good amount of money. But, you know, for the convenience, it's so easy to do it. Literally toss it in the microwave, drain it, and then fluffy rice in literally like 2 minutes. I'm just gonna add a tiny bit of salt just because it has no flavor, no nothing. But do you see how it is nice and fluffy? Like, it does not stick, it's not clumpy. Look at that. That's what you're looking for. And that is why it's so important to actually drain it. But this is done. And now I'm gonna actually put my, I'm gonna put everything into my meal prep bowls because I'm actually eating this throughout the week. Let me know, do you guys actually meal prep for the week? Do you guys like meal prepping like breakfast, lunch, maybe your fruits, your snacks? Because some people don't do their foods, but they do their snacks. Like they'll do all the veggies, all their fruit, put them into like containers so that you kind of save time throughout the week, you know? So let me know. But this here, we're gonna microwave it because, you know, why not? So 3 minutes, tossing this little baby in the microwave for 3 minutes. And we have our steamed broccoli. But you can actually steam it like this, or like I said, you can just kind of throw it into your meat and then it would have all the juices from there, which I was like, that sounded like so good to me. But I think because I will be eating it probably tomorrow and the day after, then the broccoli it might get like a little bit soggy. But I don't know about you guys, when I go to like Chinese takeout, I love the soggy broccoli. So I think it really just depends on you. Some people are like, no, it has to be crunchy. It can't have any sauce. So then that would be this here. This is the way I'm gonna meal prep it. But if not, you could toss it in your meat and it would be so good. We have our green onion. Let me go ahead and chop this real quick because for this Korean beef, you have to have a little bit of green onion and a little bit of sesame seeds. That's like the finale there. So I'm gonna do that while our broccoli comes out. You just want some finely chopped green onion. I feel like it just adds so much flavor. It's one of those, it's almost like cilantro, you know? Like, it almost seems like it's no big deal, but it really is. Like, it definitely adds flavor to your food. So I'm actually just gonna add this right into our beef, right? I'm gonna add it into here and mix it. But I'm gonna chop a little extra, and then I like to chop it on the meal prep as well. Because I'm telling you guys, it really just adds to the flavor. So, that nice and flavorful. You don't have dry ground beef. See that? Yum. That still smells good. Oh. So we have meat, we have our rice, waiting on our broccoli, and then just gonna throw it into my meal prep container. So that's pretty much it, guys. That is pretty much it. So we have some extra little green onions here. Let's bring in our fluffy arrocito. So we have our rice, our meat, our broccoli that we just very lazily microwaved. Of course you can steam this, but Guys, this is not only is this budget friendly, it's also quick, okay? Some of us don't have hours to put meal preps together. So we have all of our lids. And then I grabbed this at Trader's. It's just like a furikake. We can do that. If you don't want to do that, I think it's what, like $3, something like that. You can also just do sesame seeds. I think like if it's like a little Asian inspired dish, the sesame seeds go really well with it. And then we have our sriracha. So that is it. Let's go ahead and toss it into our meal prep. So, all right guys, so give me some ideas to go out there and do a meal prep for like, again, under $20, whether it be like lasagna meal prep or like birria, some type of Mexican, Italian, Mediterranean. I'd be happy to look through all that and then just get inspired, because again, I do make very easy meal preps just like this, just because sometimes during the week it's too much for me to be cooking and trying to stay on track. And when I don't do it, it's when I end up snacking a lot more, and then I just go down this black hole where I'm like going out and just eating things that I should not be eating daily. You know what I mean? Once in a while, no big deal. But when you start doing it daily, that's where it becomes a problem. But guys, this right here, I am telling you, you are going to absolutely love it. Not only is it delicious, it is also budget friendly and super nutritious. So, so good. This is delicious. The flavor of the meat is the star of the show for sure. Everything else, you have your cauli rice, which if you didn't do cauli rice, then you would just do regular rice. And then your broccoli. Broccoli, again, it doesn't have much flavor, but it's broccoli. If you want to add butter, you can. If not, just mix it all together and it is going to be phenomenal, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that recipe in the description below. If you guys like videos like this and you like this video, then hit that like button. If you guys aren't subscribed to the channel, go subscribe. Turn your post notification bell on so that you don't miss any of my future videos. Guys, and if you have like friends or family that are living a low carb lifestyle, share my channel with them, because things like this can be super, super helpful for them. But I love you guys so much. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you on my next video. Mwah.